Hey chaps, Modern Fitness 1753, Double V here. How y'all doing today? Today was a nice day in the Northeast. Uh, well, temperature wise, we did have some rain, but overall it was nice here. Um, so today was the day I did no physical activity. There was no morning cardio. There was no weights, and there is no evening cardio. So today was pretty uneventful in regards to exercise, with the exception of, walking up and down the stairs a few times to leave the apartment and come back in. I really didn't do a whole heck of a lot. And because of that, I also followed through with the somewhat of a fast. It's not really an official fast, but I didn't start eating until 9:30, and it's about 4:30 now. I had my last bite of food about an hour ago, but I had my last sip of food about a half hour ago. So I am done with calories for the rest of the day and night, and I won't eat again until 7:30 tomorrow. So it's kind of like a mini fast, like a couple extra hours in the morning without eating, and now a few extra hours in the night, and it ends up being about 6 hours less of eating. It's just like a mini fast. But on top of the mini fast, I also did eat a little less food today. So instead of eating probably 2,200 calories, I probably ended up eating about 1,600 calories today, just to make up for those 500 to 1,000 calories that I would have burned at the gym in my cardio and weights and whatnot. So but I did eat. I did eat a couple times today. I had at 9:30. I had an ounce of raw pepitas and an ounce of chocolate. At 11:30, I had 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. At 2:30, I had 4 ounces, three to 4 ounces of sirloin, half a strip of bacon, quarter of an avocado, half an ounce of cheese, 1 walnut, a handful of kale and a handful of mixed greens, and a tablespoon of olive oil in the kale. And then about at 3:30, 3:45, I had 2 cups of decaf coffee with 2 tablespoons of cream, and I sipped on that right up until 4 o'clock on the button. So I had my last bit of calories right at 4 o'clock. That way the fast was kind of perfectly timed. I wanted to get all my calories within a 7 hour period, and I actually ended up doing it in exactly a 6.5 hour period, because I started eating exactly at 9:30 this morning and ended exactly at 4 o'clock. So today so far has gone really perfect, but actually the easy part is done. The tough part starts now, because all the food has been consumed for the day, and like I said, I won't eat again until tomorrow morning I won't have any calories, I should say, until tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock or so. And I won't have my first meal until, as usual, an hour to an hour and a half after that. So, if we just do some quick math, 12, 13, 14, it's 15 hours without food after a day of light eating. So, just tested my ketones a while ago. They are super high, really, really high. I'm definitely in a strong state of ketosis. I really don't want to go any higher. I've really had no problem ever since the end of, say, the second week of transition. I've been fully transitioned, and the last few days have actually become a little easier. So, but I'm definitely looking forward to getting back to the gym. Tomorrow is double session cardio and abs. So in the morning I'll be doing, you know, I say double session cardio, but the cardio in the morning is really just, it ends up being a decent amount of time. Like I'll do 15 minutes warm up and 15 minutes cool down, steady state, light to moderate pace, brisk, nothing crazy, but not moving super slowly. So, um, I wouldn't consider it a cardio session, but I still kind of call it a cardio session because it meets some of the criteria for cardio. It is 30 minutes typically. I will typically do 30 minutes, maybe 31, 32 minutes it ends up being. So it is enough time to be considered cardio. It's just it's split into two sections and it's very low speed, not very low speed, but low speed and low impact. So after I'll do 15 minutes of cardio as usual, and then I'll do my ab workout, which really isn't a whole heck of a lot. I'll probably end up doing some bridges, some side bridges, some sit-ups with the medicine ball, some leg lifts, leg raises, maybe like not exactly flutter kicks, but something along that lines. Dual leg raises, and even though that sounds like a lot of exercises, I'll probably keep the sets to a minimum. There might be 5 or 6 exercises, but I'll probably do 2 sets, 2 to 3 sets at most of each exercise, which I guess is still a lot for abs. I hear a lot of stuff about how you really shouldn't work abs too hard, or some people say don't work obliques because it's going to grow your muscles to the side. To be honest with you, I'm really not too fussed about all that. I don't mind having extra muscle in my abdomen area. Like I said, I'm not stepping on stage anytime soon. A lot of these things that people discuss with me or I hear rumors about is super over the top. It's like, yeah, it might change your appearance slightly over the years if you are constantly working your obliques. Yeah, after years and years, yeah, you will eventually put on some muscle size on the sides of your abdomen, which isn't ideal. Um, However, I also want to be able to bench press a decent amount of weight for reps. Again, I've already done it before. I can't do it right now, but I'd like to be able to bench press a decent amount of weight. I'd like to be able to do pull-ups and squats, and uh, those are exercises that require you to have a decent amount of not just form but muscle, and some exercises like squat and bench press are dependent partially, particularly the bench press, on your overall weight, not just your muscle mass, how much muscle you have, but your overall weight, um, along with a ton of other factors, including core strength. So I really am not too fussed if over the next 10 years I put on a tiny bit of muscle size in my abdomen. It's that's just not it's not a huge deal to me. I'm more concerned with the fat, and burning fat right now. And the days like today and the couple of days that follow a day like today for me are the days where I really see the most results. I see the most fat burning. It's when I take that day off, eat less, and then come back strong. And that's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what happened today. I'm going to finish today strong. And then tomorrow, I'm going to do what I said. I'm going to do the cardio abs in the morning. I'll do a very similar workout to what I just said, if not the exact same thing. And then in the evening, I will also be doing another cardio session. I'm looking forward to running again, but tomorrow I'll probably do the bike. The bike is definitely my friend. Low impact, still burns a heck ton of cardio, of calories. I do enjoy running a lot more, but I really can't see myself running more than, say, twice a week. Not only do I get extremely sore from it, but because I'm exercising so frequently, the bike seems to be the better choice, especially considering the bike is more aimed towards recovery. It gets the blood moving a lot, and yet at the same time, there's none of that pounding on the ground, running, jumping, pounding. So the bike, I feel, is definitely better for the body in the long run. That's not to dismiss running, though. I love running, and I think it is excellent for you. But I think if you do a lot of biking compared to a lot of running, I feel like the biking is just a lot easier on my body. Uh, Probably easier on everyone else's body too, but I'll speak for myself and say it's easier on my body just to bike the majority of it. And I will at some point in the near future be incorporating the stair stepper into some of my cardio workouts, whether I'm doing 50-50 stair stepper incline walking, or I'm doing stair stepper bike. I probably won't combine stair stepper and running in the same workout, but I will be introducing the stair stepper at some point. I think the stair stepper is an excellent tool to torch calories. It gets your legs in shape. It hits a lot of spots that you don't really like think about. Like guys, what do we have? To work our hips. You can do squats. You can do like sumo squats. But and I shouldn't just say guys, girls too. I mean, unless your gym has a reverse hyper, really your options are good mornings, deadlifts. But I feel like deadlifts, after a while, your body, especially if you're using them for muscle size, your body gets used to that after a while. So really you have sumo squats, good mornings, and deadlifts if you don't have a reverse hyper machine, which I've seen one reverse hyper machine. There's only one I know of in Rhode Island, and it's this guy who has Strength and Fit, Andy Vale's Strength and Fitness. That's the only gym I've been to in Rhode Island that has one. I'm not saying there isn't another one. There's probably several, but Andy Vale's Strength and Health in Greenville, he has a reverse hyper. At least he did. That was 4 years ago. And there was General Fitness in Fall River had a reverse hyper, but it wasn't bolted to the ground. So if you put more than 150 pounds on it, the thing was flapping around. You would almost die, like, going forward. We would have to slap plates on the bottom of it and have someone hold it still while he was. It was a good reverse hyper, but it needed to be bolted to the floor with some thick gauge bolts. You can't have and for those of you who are familiar with that exercise, you can't do a reverse hyper with less than, say, really. I mean, you can warm up with 200 pounds, but really you need like 3-4 plates on either side to get that blood swelling pump in your glutes and your lower back. But where I was going with this is the stair stepper just hits those really tough to reach spots in regards to muscle, gets the blood moving, and I think is a potent fat burner. The stair stepper, it hits your crotch, it hits your ass, it hits your lower back, it hits your core a lot, basically your whole trunk. Definitely an excellent exercise. So I will be incorporating that into my regimen very soon. I'd say within the next 2 weeks. Definitely want to lose a couple more pounds before I do that. Preferably like 5 more pounds. So I'm thinking maybe 1 more week. We'll see. And as always, I definitely want to thank everyone and anyone who stopped by my channel today to watch this, or really any video that I have, and anyone who liked, commented, or subscribed. Really, thank you so much for checking out my video. It means a lot to me. I'm definitely trying to sign up for the long term when it comes to YouTubing. I'm thinking about maybe having a second channel at some point where I can work on another hobby of mine But for now, I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna continue doing this vlog. And like I said, I really appreciate you spending a part of your day here. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Ladies and gents, thank you so much. So with that, without further ado, I'm going to sign off, chaps. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out. Like I said, I know a lot about lifting weights. I know a lot about cardio. I've competed on stage before, bodybuilding. I've competed powerlifting before. I've trained numerous people before. And like I said, this is a vlog where I'm tracking progress, and I would be happy if you used this and the comment section to track your progress as well and share your goals and with me and track them here. So with that, this is Modern Fitness 1753. I'm Double V signing off. Good night.